your subconscious now. That's why they need a gadget. That's why they need a gadget. Her gadget was the spoon tapping the cup. So as the spoon tapping the cup, and while he's too busy trying to answer her questions, getting into his emotions and feelings, the tapping of the spoon blurs out. Now what happens now is he's hypnotized from the spoon. So whenever he hear that sound, it's going to take him back to that state that the lady put him in when she was talking to him about his mother. And when she was talking to him about his mother, that took him back to the emotional state of when he couldn't move. When his mother was dying, he didn't do anything. So boom, she got him now. See, she got him. And so now every time he hear that spoon from anywhere, it's going to take him back to that. But it's going to be even more powerful when it's coming from her. Now that we understand hypnotism, when she did it, now when he went into the subconscious realm, how did it look? It felt like he was falling. It felt like he was floating because he was going down because he got put there due to someone else put him there. That's like when you go to school and your mother had died. And as soon as someone start talking shit about your mother, they put you in that place. Now you want to fight. So technically, in a different realm of reality, she put him in this place. But just with hypnotism. So now that he's fallen, he's in his subconscious completely now. So now he can't even control. He's paralyzed. Remember he said he was paralyzed. He can't control what he's consciously aware of now. So now it's like you in your own world now. You can see, you can hear, but it's like further away from you now. Remember, like the further away, it looked like it was a screen. It looked like he wasn't in his body no more. It looked like he was way deep in his body. His mind it was falling, and he couldn't reach the surface of his mind anymore. And it looked like a screen. So it looked like he was far away from a screen, watching throughout his eyes. But it wasn't like he wasn't himself anymore. So he wasn't consciously himself. He wasn't acting himself. This is why when people drink or may do things based upon their emotions or feelings, or do things based upon the full moon, people be like, he was doing things without, he was acting without thinking, or he was doing his actions. He wasn't there. He looked crazy. I looked on his or her face, and they was out of here. And then they just did that crazy shit. See, they consciousness aware, and this is how people get. Where I'm getting at is this is how everybody becomes being took and being used as a vessel, because you're doing this every day. Now think about a person who's like a robot, a person who just feel like, oh, I gotta do this, that, A to B, A to B. I ain't got no time for that creative shit, because in this world, you go do that, you ain't gonna have no money. I gotta make sure I get a job. Yeah, these people may get far in society, but they become robots because they become secluded to programs. So they become secluded and wrapped up in that program to the point that they ain't themselves. They someone else. You ever went into a business place and heard someone's assistant, and someone's assistant was talking like, they snitching on everybody, working and everybody got a job just like her or him, but they snitching on, they taking more consideration to the actual job than they supposed to. They're being used as a robot. So all their emotions and feelings is about the job. So now they're being took over from the job, because the job is a program. You have to consciously do things a certain way in order to get the job done. So if you put all your emotions and feelings aside to get the job done, then you're a robot for that program. So basically, you in a motherfucking Sunken realm, falling back and being controlled by whatever being run that company, whatever being run that program. You see what I'm saying? So people do this every day. People be in the Sunken realm every day. You know what I'm saying? You could be in the Sunken realm based upon the relationship you in, because you want to do something that you want to do that day, but you go around telling your friends, I can't do that because she or him want me to do this specific way. So I can't do that. I can't do what I creatively want to do. So now you're being controlled by that intellectual person. So your conscious actions is predicated based upon someone else. And you start to feel emotionally turmoil, like, damn, I know I'm not supposed to be doing this, but I gotta do it. That was dude Chris in the movie. You know what I'm saying? He was feeling like, damn, I wasn't supposed to be here. I shouldn't be here, but I'm here for her. So I just want to see what's going on. See? He set aside his own emotions and feelings for what's consciously external, and it got himself put in a deep situation. Now, in this realm that's going on, now remember when he was sitting down and he was talking to the blind dude that actually wanted to take over his body. Now the blind white dude told him, because he asked him, he was like, why black people? the white dude told him, I don't give a shit what color you are. My issues are deeper. So that's letting you know right now that it's beings out here that it doesn't even, this, you being human and race and all that shit is just the spaceship you in, and how you, in your perception of the worldview that's going on in the vehicle that you in, based upon the fear of reality and the creator of this fear of reality. You know what I'm saying? Which is a collective, and we all create this together based upon the one idea, but us creating it together, oh shit about to die. You know what I'm saying? Us creating it together is what puts us in a situation where we can live here together. See what I'm saying? Let me put this on the charger real quick. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, dude basically saying we are the gods trapped in this petty vehicle. Now, you can take it as race, as people saying the white man feel like this, but technically, in my realm of reality, it's before we even get to race. These are just actual beings. These are actual reptilians themselves, not the engineered beings under the reptilians. I mean pure reptilians that like to shapeshift. So the main criteria of this movie was a person wanting to change, be stronger, be better. That's like a snake wanting legs. A dragon is a snake that can fly, that have arms, that's been fully manipulated within this realm. Now a dragon wants things added to it. A snake, put it this way. Let me break it down to y'all like this. The less you have, the closer to God you are. The more you have, the more further away the God you are. God wanted to experience all realms of realities. So whatever pole of the totem scale you're on, that's how God wanted to experience it. But how he balanced it out is having a large majority of perceptions. So you're going to have a large majority of perception that look this way and a large majority of perception that look this way, which balance out, which keeps God in between and intact as a being. You see what I'm saying? So, for an example, a snake will be, let's use this as a snake. Take all the spooky stuff, take out all the religion. A snake will be God, right? A dragon will be the devil. So when you look at monsters always got added stuff. They always look like animals with a bunch of added things onto them. That's brought into density. So anytime you see something that have a bunch of things added to it, that's not something that's more powerful to you. So when you watch movies that people fighting aliens and dragons, I mean aliens and monsters and stuff, and the monsters got 8 arms and 6 eyes, they're lesser beings. So if they portray more power, in lesser beings can portray more external power. You get what I'm saying? Beings, the more added things to a being, the less is they're lesser beings. But the lesser they are, the more powerful they are in the external realm. Now when we dive into the external realm, the less you have, the more weak you are in the external realm. You see what I'm saying? But the more powerful you are in the subconscious realm. Now, and the higher you are in the realm. So, for an example, a snake could only crawl. So the snake has a lot of things it can't do, but subconsciously it has a lot of abilities that a lot of other things can't do. Now, a dragon has wings, arms, everything, and it can fly, right? Now, it could do things in this realm that the snake can't do, but it used these things, and now it can't do things subconsciously. It can't see things in ways that the way the snake can see it. Now, in your eyes, if you thinking you rather be the dragon than the snake, then that lets you know you're more left-brained and you're more into density. If you rather be the snake than the dragon, then that means you're more right-brained. You're more subconscious. Now, I'm pretty sure everybody would have picked the dragon. So that's more like having a person with more money here, a person who has better abilities, more things that they can do here, right? And then a person who can't, you look down on that person because they can't externally do things. But it might be things that they can deal with emotionally that you can't. So it might be a realm that they can go that you can't. You have to go through more physical realms than this actual person. And you're going to be more scared to die than this person because you know, your spirit know it's coming back into this density. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to have to experience physicality. The person who don't care about it know that they're not coming back here. So they're going to a better place that they can experience. This has nothing to do with heaven or hell. I must say that. I must say that. Now, getting back to the sunken realm. Oh yeah, you can get the phone now, mommy. Now, getting back to the sunken realm. Now, where he was at, this is the place that she put him there, and she put him there due to his mother or this, that, and the third. So now, like I was saying, the white dude that was blind wanted to use his eyes. He said it's not about race. It's just something. It's just something more than that. So we're dealing with species in general, but in this specific movie, we're dealing with reptilian species, and a lot of the reptilian species, you know what I'm saying, has a lot of bloodline here, down here, that's in politics, that's in masonry, that's into a lot of things that control the world in general, and a lot of programs in general, and a lot of that. See, the times has shifted. So a lot of those worldviews and realities are dying out. And a lot of people are becoming enlightened now. This is the key to the phone. Now we're going to get to the phone. We're going to get to the phone in a flash. But a lot of people are being enlightened now. Notice in this movie, there's no TV. You know what I'm saying? The only TV was in the subconscious. So it's a thing of the past. It's something that we're not using. You know what I'm saying? Anymore or whatever like that. So it's in the realm. It's like the TV. So when you go into your subconscious, it's like you're watching the TV. It's what they want you to see. So see how they beating up on the left brain in this movie. They beating up on the left brain. They beating up on the left brain in this movie. So when it comes to it comes to the TV, now he has a phone. Now, and she has a computer. Remember, they was on a computer searching things, and he has a phone now. So it's information. So we're dealing with information. So we know it's mental. We know it's dealing with the mind now. Information. And we know information is the spirit realm, the gas realm, the frequency. And forms of information can attack your vibration, which is your soul, your vibe, your feelings and emotions. You know what I'm saying? The world you live in, who you are. You know what I'm saying? So all information, aka frequency, aka the space realm, for space and opportunity and room, aka the spirit realm, aka the gas realm. You know what I'm saying? All these forms is first, and then it's the fluid, then it's the vibration, then it's your soul. You know what I'm saying? Then it's time, then it's the experience. That's the expression of it, the effect of it. Then once that's added to it, that's added weight and density. That's adding weight and density to the frequency, the spirit. Now the spirit has a soul. It has fluid, it has water, it has weight, emotions and feelings, expression, perspective. Now it got weight. It's like if the bucket was the spirit, now it got water in it. Now it could go down into density. You see what I'm saying? So when you have the white dude, he was telling him like it doesn't even matter. So we know programs is created from information and ideas. Ideas, when another person receives an idea, that becomes information to that person. And when a person receives information, they start to gain an emotion and feeling about it. So they got that spirit, aka information. Then as soon as they start to put emotion and feel away about that idea, that spirit, they put their soul into it. And once they put their soul into it, it's able to dictate that person's actions, because you act on how you feel about something. So you feel a certain way about it, so now you're going to do it. You know what I'm saying? So now when you do it, you put it in the external now. Now you put it out into the world. And now that energy is able to keep on getting reciprocated. Energy can't be destroyed. It can only be reciprocated. See what I'm saying? So, the more people who pay this attention, get a consciousness awareness to it, the bigger the orb is. And that the orb is energy. And the bigger that energy orb is, the more people it can consume. The more power it got. The more added, the more it can be brought into density. As a disaster or some grandeur. You know what I'm saying? So when we want to talk about basically when we getting into the motherfucking the realm of reality of him in the sunken realm, and the dude saying it doesn't matter what color you are, that's saying beings, they want to come here. Now let's get back to race now. Let's say reptilians. They're coming here in this realm of reality, and they're seeing that the melanin genetic body is spaceship is can be more utilized than the white one. See, but they use the white one first for all the information because it's closer to the white color spectrum, which is closer to the actions and how you're supposed to act on things. Then once they got all the information, now the reptilians, they feel a certain way about it. Now they need the best energetic expression about it, the best inspiration, the best vitality of it. So now they need the soul, they need the melanin. So now the black people may have a little bit more of that realm of reality. So now the reptilians are able to utilize them. But see, look, they are already using the white person as a vessel. So now they are already externally as white. So now they have to work through the white person to use this information to come up with something creative, neurosurgeon, brain transplant, come up with something creative externally to now switch that left brain into the right brain. So now they could be complete. Like they said in the movie, we could be perfect. You see what I'm saying? That's getting back into race and externally. Y'all know I don't like this realm, so y'all know let's jump back up now. Now let's get back into the second realm. Now the dude would know that was blind is letting him know what's going on. So now let's get into the phones and the information in the flash. The phone represents information. This is why the black lady, the housekeeper, who was really the white grandmother, kept unplugging his phone, wanting his phone to die, because we know phone is information, and we know the phone is being replaced as an external expression for your internal. So instead of you want to express to someone how you feel, now you rather go on Facebook and say how you feel. So see, you replace the internal with external once again. You know what I'm saying? Like this, you in so many programs you don't even know it. You know what I'm saying? So in this movie, that was the representation of that. So the phone represented the emotions and the feelings. Now it got replaced, and it's letting you know that can be tampered with, that can be controlled now, because now we have your insides externally now. So whatever MK mind control made social media and shit like that, you could place that into this movie based upon the phone. So basically now when you got the dude, basically every time he come back to his phone is unplugged, and he barely got any life on his phone. It's never charged. That's to stop him from receiving his information from his emotions now, because it has now been replaced with the phone. Now who is he calling on the phone all the time? His friend, his black friend. And with the conversations that they having, his friend is always telling him that, his friend is always telling him this is the truth, or this is what they're doing, or it's like his subconscious, almost like, you know what I'm saying? So basically, if your subconscious is going to be on Facebook other than someone personally, then that's how they played it out on the phone. So every time with the phone in the movie, so every time it's basically he talking to his insides, he talking to himself, his subconscious, but they played it out through the phone, like a Facebook or something like that, or in this case, the movie was his friend. So every time he talked to his friend is telling him what's real. Dude, get the fuck up out of there. You know what the fuck is going on. They doing some crazy shit in this motherfucker. You know that. So that's basically the saying, you know emotionally something's not right, and you know that you're not supposed to be here, but you keep thinking logically and consciously aware of what's going on and why you're there. Now, basically the flash, when the flash is like the light, it represents the light. Because now the light is no longer external, it's internal. So we know the light is inside. So we know if you truly want to know somebody, you go on their social media page, you go through their phone. You know what I'm saying? That's how you truly, everybody on their phone nowadays. You know what I'm saying? People forgot how to remember numbers externally and only can remember it on the phone now. So now, instead of remembering a phone number because of how you felt about that person, you have to go to something externally to remember that phone. And they even act like they help you out. They even give you a place where you can always go back to on that phone. But when the phone die, you got to charge it back up in order to get that number again. You see what I'm saying? Now you need something else external. Now you have to go invest in a battery. Now you have to go invest in a charger. Now you have to go invest. You know what I'm saying? That's a different video. But look, when we talk about the internal being replaced with the phone. Now, since it's already being replaced, since that's the representation, now it was the flash. So he wanted to take a picture of the moment of seeing this black guy with this with this white woman that's 30 years older than him, and seeing what's going on. So when he took the picture of the dude and the flash went off on the picture, boom, it's like dude seen the light. It's like he was woke up inside, basically. So when his nose started bleeding, remember in my portal video and in my subconscious videos, when I say any fluid inside you is a form of a representation of the physical representation of your soul, the physical manifestation of your soul and your feelings and emotions. Boom, it reached the surface again. So when he was in a sunken area taken over by the white man, and when he seen the flash, it's like he seen the light. He got woke up inside, and boom, boom, it's like he went back into his body again. It's like he went back into the brain. His subconscious went back into the brain functioning of the left part of the brain again. So now he got consciously aware again. And since it shot up there so fast, because he seen the light with the flash, it shot up there so fast, it even came out through blood out his nose. You know what I'm saying? But boom, that's why when he got consciously aware, he seen the black dude. He was like, boom, what the fuck? Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here, dude. Get the fuck out of here. Then when she went and hypnotized dude again, he got took over again. So that's like when you go to the hospital and take medication, or they tell you better again. When you got somebody telling you got ADHD, and then they tell you have to go take Ritalin, you are alright again. And then when you grow into your life and grow up and predicating your actions in your life due to these circumstances, thinking that you really have these things, then you're just basically the same situation. You know what I'm saying? So that's what the phone and the flash represents. But the second realm is a place that we're all at. We just have to make sure that we know we're not diving too deep into that realm, and we know how to reach the surface again and act accordingly to what we're supposed to consciously act on, and not consciously act on what other beings are consciously aware of and what they're creating and what programs that they're trying to tap us into. So that's basically how I wanted to attack the movie. Like, the second realm is your subconscious, and in this movie, Chris in this movie was basically getting ready to get took over. His left brain was getting ready to be took over. So we know the left brain controls the right side of the body. The right brain controls the left side of the body. So what they did was take his consciousness aware of, and take what he was consciously aware of, which is left brain, hypnotize him, which that means drive it into his right brain, drive it into his subconscious realm. Now he's being consciously aware of his subconscious. So now he's in his subconscious realm, being consciously aware. So now his actual consciousness awareness, his left brain, is being took as a void, and now it could be used as a seat by an oppressor, which in this movie was a group of reptilians. And in this movie, they just wanted to shapeshift. They want to shift into something else and be changed. That's how you know it was a reptilian. They didn't want to change the world. They didn't want to change an aspect of the reality.